right of way, Keppel is listed still as the possible starter at center for the Hawkeyes.
Those boys are tough.
So what defensive lineman do you think wants to go up against that guy?
Yeah, he's like, oh, man, no thanks. Wow, unbelievable. All right, well, we have some gusty winds out there for tonight. Wind advisories across a good portion of the metro area, as you can see here, from essentially southern Sandoval County down through Socorro County as well. East winds 25 to 40 miles an hour. We're already seeing gusts close to 50. We're not quite there yet, though. As far as the current gusts, though, now 43 here in the metro area, 24 in Socorro, 16-mile-an-hour gust Ruidoso, 35 in Taos. So by far, Albuquerque ends up with the highest wind gusts. No surprise there with the Canyon. We tend to really crank up those winds on those moderate, at least moderate to maybe even on the lower end of the strength scale for a cold front goes. 75 in the metro as far as our temperature goes, so we're starting to slide back a little bit on that front. Most of the cool air, though, across the northeast right now with 50s and 60s for us. Roswell at 79, 82 Alamogordo, and 68 in Silver City. Looking at the satellite and radar, well, there is not much to concern ourselves with at this point, but you can see a little bit of the progress of the front going through parts of Texas as it continues to slide down to the south. But as far as moisture goes, not a lot to interact with across the state. So we are headed for a windy night out there, but most areas of the state this won't be too bad. Up to the northeast, 10 to 20 mile-an-hour winds for us throughout the rest of tonight. Around the southeast, 15 to 25 mile-an-hour winds. That'll last into tomorrow morning. Broadly in central sections, not including the metro, 20 to 30 miles an hour. And out to the west, the winds are going to be 10 to 20 miles an hour. Meanwhile, right here in the metro area, it will be windy throughout the rest of the night and probably through mid-morning tomorrow morning, 30 to 40 miles an hour. Some gusts up to 50 for us out there. Now, with this front, there's a few things that we get with it and a few things that we won't get with it. Number one, what we won't get is a whole lot of thunderstorm activity because the front itself or the air mass in place right now, neither of them have much moisture. So that's why we're not going to see much in the way of thunderstorms from this. But we are going to see a lot of wind. We just talked about those winds in the metro. Could see some gusts in some favored areas and some of the higher elevations around 55 miles an hour. And we will get some colder temperatures, especially across the southeast for tomorrow. We could drop off 25 degrees from our daytime highs today out there. So we're going to get some wind. We're going to get some cooler air, just not a whole lot in the way of precip. As far as the long-term look through the holiday weekend goes, we're going to start off tomorrow fairly cool, and then throughout the weekend, high pressure slides back over us here, so we're going to see, for the most part, sunny skies out there, maybe a spot storm or two over our southern and western mountains, but nothing too widespread. For the most part here, it's going to be a dry weekend and a nice weekend to be outside. If that's what you want to do, you should be all set. North and west, temperatures in the 70s and 80s for tomorrow, partly to mostly sunny skies. You guys are going to cool down a little bit over what you had today highs-wise, but it's still not going to be real cool out there. 80 in Durango and 87 in Farmington, and pretty nice throughout the weekend. Down to the south and west, temperatures here for the most part 70s and 80s with spot rain possible, but nothing widespread. Here's where the big cool down is. 79 Roswell, 76 Lovington, and 75 in Hobbs. Highs today were about 100 degrees, so a big-time cool down there. Then Saturday and Sunday, you can see we rebound pretty quickly with those temperatures. North and east, we've already seen the cool air filter in. Still going to be breezy out there tonight, and then as we head into tomorrow, pretty nice day. 83 Espanola, 77 in Los Alamos, partly sunny skies, and in Santa Fe, not bad here at all. 78 for a high, and then throughout the weekend, temperatures in the 80s, a nice Labor Day holiday. And out to the East Mountains, temps in the 70s. And right around 80 in Tijeras, east winds up to 50 miles an hour at a gust later on tonight, and same deal in the metro. Gusty winds through early tomorrow morning. Then the winds will back off. Temperatures really not too bad here in the metro, mid-80s for us, and then we'll stay right around the high 80s throughout the holidays, and not a whole lot in the way of showers.
Looks just about perfect.
It's going to be great.
Right. Thank you, Mark. Sports is next.
Sales event going on now at all 5 Larry H. Miller dealerships. Carl Malone Toyota, Larry H. Miller American Toyota,